Na jó, gyorsan megkajáltam, úgyhogy most már olyan gondolatok nélkül, hogy enni kéne már valamit, vagy hogy kurva éhes vagyok, meg ilyenek nélkül, beszélhetek mindenkivel itt a... Azaz még beszélj egyet a fejetlen hullához. Amulet of Talos. Captain Aldis. Velem tudok most beszélni? Headsman.
This here axe in full swing is a right terrible sight. You wouldn't be a sellsword, would you? I have a little problem you could solve. I may have accidentally let a prisoner escape, the leader of one of those bandit groups. I told everyone he died during questioning, and I need you to track him down and make sure he doesn't show up to disprove that. I'll have a sack of coin waiting for you when you get back. I'm the headsman here in Solitude. It's my job. Depends on what you mean by busy. I'm also the head jailer in the dungeon here. Quiet job, usually. Ain't got one, but I'd fancy a chance at that Jari Ra's scrawny neck. Filthy Argonia never would have set foot in this city if High King Torrig was still alive. I can tell you that. Remember, I need that bandit dead, not
Érdekes, még csak nem is Nord csávó, de itt is ugyanolyan rasszisták az emberek, mint Winterben.
Hey, you mix potions, right? Then you brew me an ale.
Oh, még butter. Még azt is ad. Olyan ezek növelik igazán a pickpocketemet? Vagy ez igazából csak időpocsékolás? Ezt érdemes lenne tudni valamilyen szinten.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes. Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own. He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do.
Hidd el, elég meggyőző vagyok.
She's the brains of the family. Can you spare a septum? Lost an eye during the Great War, or I'd earn it myself. What? You see a man fallen on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever? I was there. I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them. I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty, pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things. Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks.
Jó, Shadow Green Cavern.
I do miss that helmet.
Jó, te ott nem is hova.
to graduate and enroll with the Legion. My drums will lead our troops to victory. And why wouldn't I be? We sing tales of kings, queens, and their politics, 'tis true. But do you know who really makes history? The person who writes it. Farewell, stranger.
Az érdekes két külön quest marker. Az meg mi a faszom? Na mindegy.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
Őt már kiutoltam.
Dragons?
The Winking Skeever.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Nagyszerű, Corpus Vinius.
Winking Skeever, friend.
Here, take a look at this.
Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink.
You kept a skeever as a pet?
They were smaller back then. I've heard Jari Ra's hanging around the Wells district, looking for new blood to hire. Remember the winking skeever next time you're footsore.
Hello, I'm Gisli, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does. Welcome to the center of the world, or at least my brother Erica's world. Yes, my older brother, and the person you probably want to be speaking to right now. But really, since Torig's death, Falk Firebeard wields the true power of the Jarl's Court. My brother is nothing more than a pompous little fop. Oh, if you're looking for a good attitude, go see the bards. They'll fake it for you if nothing else. If you're looking for truth instead, see Noster. He's a good example of what life has to offer. And if you're just looking to feel good, go get some spiced wine from Yvette. But whatever you do, just leave me alone.
Jó van, bazd meg.
We'll speak again later, if we must.
My father was all the family I ever had. I felt so lost when he died. But the crew of the Red Wave's my family now. I've seen some truly wondrous sights since I took to the seas. I had no idea a man could die in so many ways.
I once captained a ship called the Argent Raptor. She struck an iceberg and went down just north of Windhelm. My shipmates scoff at my love of finery, but I know envy when I hear it. From ship's captain to lowly crewman. I suppose I deserve it after wasting all my coin on gambling and women.
I've only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks, but I've already learned to stay out of Captain Safia's way. Forget wine, women, and wealth. Give me a calm sea and a good book, and I'm happy.
Ez van, itt van valami hajó most, aminek itt van az egész legénysége.
The part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit. I hail from Cyrodiil, but after a misunderstanding with the law, I needed a swift change of scenery. Your typical Solitude wench is like the city itself. Stormy exterior, but speak the charms that lie within.
Ah, yet another new face. I'm from Hammerfell, you see. I can hardly keep track of all the people I've been meeting. Aye, but I'll be here in Solitude for longer still. Fiata's skill as a Fletcher drew me to this place. I wanted to learn. And there is still much of Skyrim I wish to see. I hear there is a city, Windhelm, that is nearly white with... what do you call it? Oh yeah, snow. And far to the west lies a ruin, Volskyg. Inside there's said to be a wall, black as night, and it speaks in the ancient dragon tongue. There are wonders in this place I never dreamed imaginable.
Volskyg.
Where the dragon attacked? We've heard rumors of death and fire from the skies, but no real news. Then we should soon be selling arrows by the bushel. A sword is no good against a dragon. Good to talk to a fellow traveler.
My father was all the family I ever had. I
Hát,
felt so
jó.
lost when he died. But the crew
Dorian.
of the Red Wave's my family
Veled is
now.
beszéltem
I've
már.
only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few
Igen,
weeks.
Berend.
By blade or by spell. If you want it dead, I'll make it dead. All you need to do is pay my fee. If you change your mind, seek me out here.
True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of warfare.
Esetleg fönt
I
van-e
wish
valaki?
only to graduate and enroll with the Legion. My drums will lead our troops to victory.
Lizette?
Feel free to make requests. Oh, no. But being surrounded by good music, good drink, and good friends is all I've ever asked for. Generally, if you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus. That said, I did see a visitor pass through on his way to the Blue Palace. Only in that I'm a graduate. I work here at the Winking Skeever. I would highly recommend it, though. Talk to Viarmo if you're interested.
Jó.
You should think about staying the night.
Tehát beléphetünk
Keeps
itt
it clean in.
Beléphetünk itt a bárdok iskolájába. Szerencsére semmilyen.
I bet you've had plenty of adventures. Are you my gallant hero? Have you come to whisk me away to a life of adventure and romance?
Hát nem egészen.
Forget what?
Szóval
Give me a calm scene and I'm happy.
beléphetünk a bárdok iskolájába, de szerencsére nem lesz dolgunk semmilyen énekléssel, meg zenéléssel, hanem ott is csak dungeonokben kell lesz kutakodnunk, meg draugrokat ölnünk, úgyhogy szokásos küldetés lesz.
I have no business with you. Leave me. Go away. I have more things on my mind right now.
Hát jó, ővele nem tudunk beszélni egyelőre.
It's captain a ship called the Argent Raptor.
Várok reggelig.
May the divines guide and keep you.
Many times you ask.
Na, ki van lootolva.
Don't even think about it. New in town, right? If you need a place to sleep, head over to the Winking Skeever. We keep a fine inn. Jarl Elisif the Fair. Poor woman. Losing her husband and king like that. It was a dark day for us all. Damn. That reminds me. I have a delivery to make to her steward, Falk Firebeard. He ordered a special bottle of Strass Mackay rum. Saved me a lot of trouble. Here. Take it to the Blue Palace. Work in it, I own it. Well, okay. My father owns the Winking Skeever, but it's the family business, so it'll be mine when he kicks off. I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Listen, Rogvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivienne. Vivienne Onus. I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. It was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivienne and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. He beat me up, dumped meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed. We were children, sure, but Rogvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Pure folly. Nah, I'm done talking anyway.
You're passing through Solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes?
Easy gold, yes.
It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us were very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Deja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things. I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground. What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot. Don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for their heroic rescue from their sad crash. It would be best if we spoke little until you've completed your task.
Jól van. Ott mászkál az őr. Ezt megnézném, hogy neki van-e még. Nem, nincs. És neki? Ó, neki van. Jó van, működik ez szépen lassan. De bits and pieces, azt mondod? Radiant Raiment. Ó, ez meg a helyi alkimista lesz.
Oh, what delight. Another charming customer. It is when my customers waste time chatting and not buying. Radiant Raiment has the finest attire in all of Skyrim.
Ja, nem.
That is how we get business.
Nem alkimista.
Breeches, gowns, clothes for any occasion, really.
Nem alkimista, hanem ruhárus. Az viszont lófasz se ér nekem. Kivéve, hogy van pénze. És mivel nekem van ez a jó kis perkem, ezért el tudok neki adni ezt-azt.
Finally.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
Ez a bits and pieces. Itt is el tudok adni.
You know, you've got a certain fire in your eyes. Just like my Beerend. Please, feel free to look around. We've got a bit of everything. No, that was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that. Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army. Take a look.
Hát, az a baj, hogy most ennyit tudok eladni igazán. Pedig még mindig sok helyet foglalnak nálam dolgok. Van nálam egy pár ilyen extra fölös dolog, mint ilyen a goat hide, meg goat horns, meg ilyenek, amik majd a házépítéshez kellene glass. De annak nem tudom, hogy mi adja össze ezt a 268 dolgot, ami most foglalja nálam a helyet.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit. Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should come by our shop, Radiant Raiment. We could fix you right up. It's not an insult, just an observation. If I were walking around with a wound, I would want you to tell me to see a doctor. Your outfit is something of an open wound, where attire is concerned.
Anyád, picsáját.
You're really going to the Blue Palace? That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raymond's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit.
Sounds easy enough.
Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raiment. Remember Radiant Raiment when you need a change of attire.
Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested. Debts are debts. Either he pays them, or his kind do. Fine. You sound like a priest of Mara, but I get your point. Tell him to forget about the gold. Keep your sword on strong.
Király. Na, beszéltem. Kislány. Nem, az nem érdekel.
I'm afraid I'm running errands at the moment, but please visit me later at the Temple of the Divines.
You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you?
Na, hogy ne lenne?
Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it. Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time. Oh, yes. A secret family recipe. The only good thing my father Octave ever did. In fact, it's so good, no one else in Skyrim even tries to make any. They're adequate. Honestly, I rely on the business brought in by the burning of King Olaf, and that's not likely to happen this year. Well, it's a great big festival put on by the bards every year. They burn an effigy of old King Olaf. It's quite a bit of fun. The bards give out spiced wine during the festival, so they put it in a big order. And then, for weeks after, demand is so high, I can barely keep up. But with the death of High King Torig, the festival has been declared in poor taste. So it looks like it won't happen this year.
Hát ez szomorú.
Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
You look like you could do with a ripe apple, or a tomato, cabbage, or leek. I have my ways, but it's not easy these days. The Black Blood marauders have been plundering ships off the coast. A lot of people been hurt by their foolishness. That I do. I had a messenger from Dragon Bridge stop here on his way to the Blue Palace not too long ago. He was very nervous. Mentioned something about needing help.
Az már a második ember, aki valami utazót említett
Come
itt.
back when you figure out how to
Plenty of fresh fish for you. Sorry, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle. I've tried to explain that Rogvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will.
Get your fresh fruit and produce here.
Down at the docks. There are a few good spots if you can avoid the East Empire Company workers and those Red Wave thugs.
Black Blood Marauders, meg Red Wave. Ó, Red Wave Thugs, az a izé. Hogy hívjáknak volt a neve? Annak a hajónak.
You were there for Rogvir's execution. Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Fura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting Ulfric Stormcloak and his damned insurrectionists. She wouldn't have to be there at all if it weren't for Rogvir. And my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter. You really don't know? He lets Ulfric Stormcloak escape Solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High King, and Rogvir lets him ride right back out. Most people head over to the Winking Skeever. If you're not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpulus. He can fill you in on any of the latest gossip. People to see and places to go, huh? Later then.
Ez az alkimista, ez lesz az.
If you're looking for potions, you should talk to my aunt, Angeline.
You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun?
Hát, actually yes.
Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help.
Hát nem, hát én már kívülről belülről ismerem Whiterun, de ilyen nevűsvel sosem találkoztam.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news. We mostly carry herbs and alchemical ingredients, that sort of thing. Before the war, our stock was mostly used for aromatic use in homes. Yes. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like. Ah, so you're an alchemist then?
Nézzük, csak a legfontosabb dolgok érdekelnek. Mondjuk ez ritkaság, azokat megveszem. Ice Face 10, az kell a küldetéshez. Nem, Root szintén. Nordic Barnacle az ritkaság. Egy lockpick. Na, megveszem azt is. Hát jó. Bits and Pieces, ott már ugye voltunk. Felnézek a várba, és onnan megyek majd ezen a hídon túlra. Ő már ki van lootolva. Fletcher. Mi az a Fletcher? Azt se tudom, ez mit jelent. What the fuck is Fletcher?
True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit to that of... Why, of course. And will you also be needing the bow that shoots rainbows? Or perhaps a quiver that dispenses beer? Look, if you want arrows, we have them. But don't insult my intelligence. An archer, eh? I've got just what you need.
Kezdem sejteni, hogy mi az a Fletcher.
Perhaps I'll be seeing more of you.
Nyugodj meg, fiam! Már megyek is. Ja, van rá egy script, hogyha az NPC-knek a házaiban azokra a helyekre mész, ahol már nem engednek be téged, akkor oda rohannak hozzád és néznek téged, hogy ne tudjál lopkodni.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with? It's almost all I have time for these days. The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field, they all need weapons and armor. You should look into joining. They could use every hand they can get. To be honest, no. But High King Torig supported them. And now, her Lady Elisif has thrown in with them. You could say I'm a king's man at heart. I guess that's Jarl's man now. My loyalty lies with Solitude. So, where Jarl Elisif leads, I follow. I think I would, if it weren't for my son and my wife. Oh, Seema would have my hide if I even suggested I might step foot on a battlefield. You think Stormcloaks and Legionnaires are dangerous? Ha! Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
Gondolom. Solitude Blacksmith? Nem. Imperial Soldier.
East Empire Company. Gonna have them import me some of that aged Breton cheese.
Itt rengeteg mindenkit ki tudnék lootolni. Kivehetném tőle a nyilakat. Effektíve. Igen, igen, fasza.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Király. 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 Easy peasy. Itt mi van? Throne. Temple of the Divines. Nézzünk be. Castle Dowerba egyelőre nem nagyon szeretnék bemenni. Ott semmi egyéb dolgom nem lesz, csak a polgárháborúval foglalkozni. De az még sokára lesz.
You look troubled. Have you come seeking guidance? Ah, yes. That once held a shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago. It's the peace treaty that ended the war with the elves of the Aldmeri Dominion. The Dominion recognized the heresy of proclaiming Talos a god. Talos was a great man and a great emperor, but that does not make him a god. No matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so. Those who worship at the shrines will sometimes receive boons from the gods themselves. The nature of the favors varies per deity. Please, feel free to worship at any or all of the shrines. The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the Eight.